Alright.
Oh. We're back again.
Welcome to one of my
Playing-
favorite childhood games ever.
Ethan's favorite childhood game.
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime.
By Nintendo and Retro Studios.
Back in 2002.
Please sponsor us.
Nintendo,
like-
please!
Nintendo, please! And Retro Studios.
Oh, damn, y'all are...
Alright,
You can,
erase number 1. That was mine, but it doesn't matter.
Alright.
I think that was mine. We gotta
Let's get it going.
And I will say, growing up, I loved this game so fucking much that when I started learning how to play keyboard, because like I'm somewhat of a musician, just so you guys know, and I would try to learn the different songs from the soundtrack. Same with Zero Mission and Fusion as well. I actually made a Fusion and Zero Mission remix album for both of those soundtracks when I was like fucking 12.
Dude,
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, inspirational, very influential franchise. Like, this is arguably one of my favorite franchises. Ethan's too.
Well, this is inspiring for me because it made me want to like make, you know, movies, you know? Like kind of like how this game was made. Well, it's not exactly like a movie, but like
I mean,
you could
honestly-
make a movie.
Honestly, for the time, like GameCube, I mean, like that whole graphics era and stuff, they did pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Visually, I mean, like
Like this is
cutscenes and stuff.
GameCube, man. Like it looks beautiful for GameCube.
Oh, this is also the HD too.
Yeah, 480p.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Because I have it hooked through the Wii with the component cables, the red and then the blue cable or whatever.
Oh, I just made the connection that all of that, I'm pretty sure, is either
just this-
Vendrana or Phazon on that part of the planet. The blue
Honestly, I
part.
think that's just part of the atmosphere.
I'm not sure. I'm really
Dude,
not sure.
I love this song right here. Like this part of the soundtrack, it just sounds so.
Hey, this
epic.
is Super Metroid, man.
Super
Same
Metroid-esque,
song.
and it's
Same. No, it's the same song.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just the Metroid Prime version of the song.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's in Super Metroid at the beginning.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
it's
hear
the
it
same
now.
exact song.
It's at the beginning of the intro.
Yeah, and I love how they do that too. I love how in different
Only
games.
Super Metroid is like no.
So where-
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Super Metroid compared with Metroid Prime?
I definitely prefer Super Metroid.
well, no, like I'm
because-
saying, like
Story-wise?
story-wise.
Oh,
yeah.
story-wise, I would have to say
Super
Metroid Prime takes place between 2 and 3, I think. Or no, it's between 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay,
Because in Metroid 2, Samus wasn't with the Federation anymore.
gotcha.
Oh yeah, she was going solo.
And by time she was solo, Metroid 2 came out.
Okay, and
But
then
Nintendo wants to say, oh, Metroid Prime is a separate series. I'm like, get the fuck
Fusion's
outta here.
like a direct
Okay.
sequel to Other M.
I'm going to change
Yeah,
the fucking... Where is
wait.
it?
Fusion's a direct sequel to Other M.
Yeah, because in Other M she's under Adam and like training under him and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then after that, Fusion is basically like one of her first missions for the Federation.
Really?
Yeah, and
I
that-
thought that
and-
was the
but-
final game in this series. Like
No,
in the
because
story.
what happens is
Yeah!
Adam
Oh, that's
dies.
so much
I'm
better.
guessing in Other M. I haven't beaten Other M, but I'm guessing he dies, right? In Other M, or
Who does?
Adam.
Oh, yeah.
He does. Okay, yeah.
Unless
I
you
don't
play
care
Fusion.
If you spoil it.
If you haven't played Fusion,
no,
like-
no. In Fusion though, she names the computer after him though.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
mentions Adam, which is a officer she once knew.
Yep.
Okay.
I bet they had a
Dude,
little
it's
bit of.
it's more
I bet
confusing
they
than
had
Zelda.
they had a kink. I bet they had a thing.
Oh yeah.
A relationship.
No, that's not the case, actually. It's more like
be funny.
like how a fuck girl chases a fuck boy, which is why I didn't like Other M that much.
Oh yeah,
because it does not suit Samus's character.
Dude,
at
my
all.
uncle, he loves Metroid, but my uncle hated Other M.
Dude,
Yeah.
Other M's gameplay was all it had going for
Yeah.
it.
I mean-
even the gameplay wasn't that great,
I enjoyed it at first,
but the story was such. I
never beat it. I just couldn't. Like, for whatever reason, I just stopped at a certain point and never picked it up again.
I'm going to try.
But I binged it for a couple days.
and scan all the enemies. just because I'm OCD about being a completionist.
Oh, you should do that actually.
yeah.
Doing, I forget what you get if you scan everything in the game, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a full ending.
I mean,
or
like,
something
I'm not
like
gonna.
that.
I mean, I'll scan little things like this every now and
Oh,
again.
you also unlock certain little things too at the end of the game if you scan more things.
I will definitely be scanning the important things like new creatures and just things about the world. But little side stuff, I'm probably not going to scan all of it, if any of it at all.
My uncle, when I was growing up, when I started first playing this game, the first thing he told me was scan. He was like,
Yep.
scan everything. Just scan things.
Yeah, that's what Ethan told me when I first started playing. I was like,
just scan.
Scan.
Just scan.
We got
That's all
the
you
Metroid
need to
noob
know.
over here.
Yeah.
Just-
I mean,
just
I'm a Zelda noob, and he's the Zelda expert, to be fair.
Yeah,
So.
I'm trying to think of what game Borderlands. That's my noob game.
Yeah.
You guys know all that stuff with that, but I
Dude,
knows more about Borderlands
I
1 than me.
played the shit out of Borderlands 1 because
yeah?
it is so much fun.
I really thought that I didn't like it
Well-
as much as the other ones, but honestly, I've been playing it again recently, and I like it a bit
Dude,
more than I
I
remember.
could not play Borderlands 2 that much because
yeah.
I played the first one first, and then I was going to play 2 when it came out. This is like back in 2012.
I mean, I like
And when I played it, I was like, it's just not the same because the weapons are very inaccurate.
I would argue
you have a
that
fucking
they.
SMG with the accuracy of a shotgun.
I
It's
would argue that they
ridiculous.
added
unless you
more
zoom
weapons,
in, but
though.
if you're downed, you're fucked unless they're like 5 feet away from you.
I still think that they added more weapons though, and
They,
weapon
they-
variety.
they did add more weapons and weapon variety, which I did like. I just didn't like, a lot of it because a lot of it's very inconvenient. Like TDR, for example.
Oh.
When you have to like reload and like it explodes like a grenade, you just waste ammo and it doesn't do shit.
That's only if you
damage.
reload preemptively, though. Which, I mean, yes, a lot of people will do that, but if you have the mindset, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have a TDR, so that means I just have to waste the clip. Not waste it, but like, I have to go through the entire
Well,
clip.
think of it like this. It's like, you have one bullet left and you're about to face a big ass boss and you want to have a full clip. It's like, oh, well, I gotta reload. And like the boss fucking hits you once and you're fucked.
I mean, not if you just shoot that last bullet and then reload. I mean, that is how it does.
I'm just saying fucking reload speed, man.
Hey, all I know
Like,
is
it
that
takes
when
seconds for you to
the
die.
moment they introduced a slot machine, I was fucking hooked. Because
yeah.
you can mine Iridian out the ass with slot machines.
Yeah, but at what cost?
Like-
All your money.
Well, I don't give a fuck. What else am I gonna use my money for?
oh yeah, not Marcus.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hell no.
Marcus in the second
Hell no.
game is complete
Dude,
trash. All right,
even in the
scan
first
them.
game-
I've
That's not that
only
great.
Here we
ever
go.
used Marcus to sell things. I've
Alright,
sold all my
alright,
weapons.
alright.
That's
Everybody quiet. We're scanning data.
data.
Zeebs has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead.
Is it really
Either
Zeebs?
killed by the hunter clad in metal or
I was called Zephys.
I always called it Zevis too. I didn't
in
know
the
it was
subsequent
Zeebs.
destruction of underground facilities. Our research frigates Orphean and Syracuse, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this, and
Syracuse.
God damn these fancy words. Alright.
Syracuse.
And they were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat.
Oh wow, you
Frigate
can read it at
Orphean-
5th grade level.
Yeah, yeah, but my out loud reading is garbage, so bear with me, guys, please. Alright, Orphean
Orphan.
is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orphean's cargo appears to have 100%.
Hey mom, I just read a paragraph. Give me a medal.
Call
Grandma, Grandpa, get the cameras. Tommy,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just skip it, man.
Alright, I'm just gonna, like, if you want to read it,
Just
like,
pause
just pause
the
the
video,
video.
or watch better
I went slow
Yeah.
enough for you to pause the video.
Now,
and, like,
Ethan,
Or watch better Let's Players than us.
Now,
Yeah.
Ethan, you are probably more knowledgeable than I with the pronunciation of words. Is it really Zeebs?
Zeebs, Zebus.
I always
like to
called
call
it
Zebus.
I was always stuck between Zebus and Zeebies. Like
Zeebies.
Zeebies, planet Zeebies.
CB's nuts.
That kind of sounds like it needs to be an STD, like Zeebies.
Shove this
Hey,
dude
I
up
just
your
got
ass,
tested for
space
Zeebies.
Space STD.
Space.
That's what Samus has got from the
space
hunters.
STD
The
thing?
space.
You got a case of the Zeebies.
Hey, there's no
from
treatment
the
for
space
that.
pirates.
No treatment for that. You're fucked.
Zeebies won. You're fucked, man.
The only
It's
cure
very
is
nasty.
a Metroid in your crotch.
Oh no! I have SR388.
Sorry, 388. What is that? Oh,
It's
I-
this
I
world's
don't
version
know.
of AIDS.
It's okay.
That's
I don't know Borderlands.
SR388.
I mean, I've always wanted to get in Metroid, but it's just like,
Hello.
I don't know.
It's
It's just very much a commitment.
Jordan,
that I haven't had time to. do.
Uncle Jordan, if you're out there, you're the reason that
You know what I would like
was
to see?
obsessed as I am.
You know what I'd like to see is like a fan-made game of like a crossover between Dead Space and Metroid. Only you go
Ooh.
through the Dead Space world as Samus and you just fucking kick ass.
That would be great.
That would be so much fun.
You know, we're getting to the point, or Nintendo's getting to the point now, graphics-wise and like just visuals, like technology, all of the, you know,
Oh, the
everything.
fucking- really?
They're getting to the point where they could honestly make a really solid Metroid game, like with really creepy atmospheres and shit.
Well, they're
you
making
know?
Metroid Prime 4, which is why we're playing
Dude,
this.
I'm looking forward to that.
Dude.
Honestly, I bet that it's gonna just be amazing.
You gotta play
look
the
amazing.
third one
like-
first.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
We can borrow
I
it
need
from
to.
Ethan.
I really need to.
Yeah.
The only thing that I couldn't get
I'll bring my
used to,
trilogy over and we'll play
because
that shit.
I played about 10 minutes of it at
save.
Weston's house a few years
Saving
ago.
is for noobs.
And I only got like 10 minutes in because I was having such a hard time managing the motion controls. Like it was such a big transition from GameCube controller because that's what I was really used to with the
Yeah.
first and second game. And then all of a sudden, I'm introduced to this Wii Remote and Nunchuck to play Metroid Prime.
It's confusing,
and
man.
It was very confusing, but maybe
look at
I just
here.
didn't give it a fair shot.
It's
I might
weird.
play it again now and then see if I can go back to it.
Yeah, it looks like these space pirates got fucked up by something. I wonder what.
I don't know.
Who knows?
It was Samus.
body
Samus
was
was
like-
there in another life.
Same as
Yep.
that. In an alternate
Used for
universe.
nourishment.
Yeah.
What did it do? Bite into them and suck their life
No,
out like
I'm
a
pretty
Metroid
sure they
or
all
some
had
shit?
Zeebs.
Yeah,
They had Zeebs and there
that's
was
what all
no-
this green is. It's
there-
Zeebs.
there
They all-
was no
they all
cure.
died of Zeeb's disease.
Yep.
Zeebs.
Man, those
Alright.
hips don't lie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
Samus
Ex-
got it
except
going
whenever
on.
she goes into the ball, then they definitely
Eyes.
Oh man.
everything lies. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, how is she in a ball?
Someone needs to explain
How does that not
shit.
crush her? Someone did like an accurate like how would someone actually get into a morph ball? It
Oh,
would
yeah.
literally break your body in half.
Of
if
course.
someone
Well,
could
I
physically-
think what happens is like Samus becomes a spiritual form or something.
I was
like
wondering
that.
if they figured out how to break down atoms
Like-
and then redistribute them. That's what I'm wondering. Because then,
Well,
I feel like each time you'd come back from the morph ball, though, you'd be a little more fucked up. Like you'd be missing something. Like your eye would just be like down there.
and then you gotta remorph and then go back.
Yeah.
Well, they call it the morph ball, so
Alright.
maybe she's morphing into a ball.
I guess. I really don't know. Like, I don't know if it's
Sarah.
that she's going in the ball somehow, or if she is the ball, like, actually became the
Ow.
ball. Like, that's a good question.
Come on,
Yeah, very good
fucktard.
question.
Come on, Nintendo, tell us!
Give us answers.
Give us answers!
I like how that thing's clipping through the hologram shit.
Oh, yeah.
He clips through a little bit. He's just like, you still can't hit me though. The hitbox is on the inside.
Fucking use super.
Man, what a cock.
They use super missiles.
This first boss is so hard. Oh my god.
Yeah, Ethan's having a hard time right now. He's lost a whole like 8 points of his health.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a run for my money, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a hard boss
Parasite
fight.
Queen, man, more like Poopy Queen.
More like Parasite, bitch.
This is way
Looks
more
like he
mellow.
has SR3.
That's a lot of SR388 he has in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
This is way more mellow than we were when we were playing Smash Brothers.
I think the coffee's wearing off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do think
That's-
it's
that
wearing
sounds
off.
like it.
All right. Time for the classic Metroid thing where we have to escape a ship or something that's about to explode.
Hey, and it's funny because the same exact starting thing happened here in Super Metroid as well. Very beginning of
Come to
Super
think of
Metroid,
it,
you're running
the
away.
only Metroid game that doesn't have that
Is,
is
uh,
Metroid 2, the new one.
Oh,
It
interesting.
does not have that.
Oh,
sequence
an
at
interesting
all.
thing too is Fusion and Zero Mission. They have it, but it's at the end.
Yeah.
It's not at the beginning.
Well, they
That's
change it
kinda
up with each game.
They do. That's just very interesting.
Oh yeah. Ooh, explosions! I love
You just destroyed
Hey,
that
it's
thing,
fine,
dude.
I
They
mean-
had good ragdoll for
I mean, honestly,
yeah.
they had a good run, but the thing is, if the
This-
explosion didn't get them, the Zeebs would.
This game
so.
takes like arcade like alien shooters to a whole new level. You know?
Alright,
Yeah.
for this
'Cause,
part,
like,
you
you
want to
guys-
get into Morph Ball because of all the fucking parasites.
Did you guys
everywhere.
ever play any of those like arcade shooters that like you would pick up like the
No.
laser gun and shoot at the arcade machine or anything?
We didn't
Like
have money.
Oh well, I mean some of them were like free or whatever.
Oh.
Like some, just press this to play and you could just play it. There was this one. It wasn't. It was. I'm sure it was on an original arcade machine, but the one that I played, it's on like a game called Legends, and it's a Tato game. And you basically
Potato game?
No, Tato.
Oh, okay.
Tato
I heard
the
potato.
Tato is
Tato, potato.
or Taito, whatever you want to call it.
Tomato,
It's-
tomato.
It's basically the developers. So they develop a lot of different games like Bubble Bobble and stuff like that. And they also did I don't remember what it's called, Space Aliens or something like that. But
Space Invaders?
No.
Oh.
Well, they did that too.
Oh.
But you're basically
Oh, really?
it's like this, except and it's first person shooter, but you can't see your gun, of course. But it's just like a little HUD, you know, and you move the cursor around, and then you see an
okay.
alien, you shoot it, and they explode, and it's just like it looks like this, except potato graphics.
I
you
would
know?
still, going back to what Ethan was saying, I would really still like to see that sort of a thing with Metroid Prime and Dead Space.
Oh yeah.
Like, esque atmosphere
Oh, man.
fused
Or
Well,
together.
I was saying like they make like a fan-made game where like you go through the game of Dead Space, but you're fucking
Oh,
Samus.
so you mean mod? You just
Yeah,
want
like a mod or some shit like
Okay,
that. That would
well,
be sick.
Oh, because
But that could
okay.
be done for Metroid Prime 4 as well. Like you know, like at the beginning you're like on a dark abandoned ship or some shit like
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh, dude.
And like the space
you
pirates
know,
are
it'd
fucking
be
with
really
some.
cool to see a first-person version done by Retro Studios of Fusion.
That'd be
Because
sick.
that was already a really creepy, eerie game to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's I would like that.
I would like it too. I think that it could work.
I would like that.
I mean, they'd have to obviously make
just
the
the
map
concept
a
in
little
general
different.
would work.
They'd have to clearly make
They'd
the
have
map
to
a
make.
little
They have to
different,
figure out how
but-
to do the wide beam too, because
Oh, yeah.
actually, I think what they could do for the wide beam in a Prime game is instead of making it like a 3-way, like the fucking the 2D is, you make it like a hexagon or some shit.
Ooh, yeah, that could work.
Like it comes out as a hexagon or something like that.
I just know that going through the different sectors would look so cool in first person.
Oh, yeah.
And just really eerie.
You know, I
like-
wonder if they thought that this game was gonna do as well as it did. Like, you know what I mean?
I wonder
'Cause,
if
like,
they
I always feel
plans
like
to make
Metroid's
the-
been severely underrated.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
me too.
Yeah,
You're
I agree.
in the same boat,
Because
honestly.
like I've always like as a kid I was like I want to play Metroid, but like I can't because I don't have a Game Boy or I don't have any
yep.
console to play it on.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mario, same thing with Zelda. I didn't get into that stuff till my like tens.
What
when I
a
was, like,
what
10 years
a what a
old.
big turnaround now. For those of you that don't know, watching,
Oh my God,
David
we
has
lost everything,
like
guys.
a plethora of
We don't
different
have our
systems
suit
now.
anymore.
Yeah.
We don't have charge beam. We don't have
I'm trying.
anything.
More games than I could ever imagine.
Yeah, at some point I want to play all of them. Maybe for the channel or just personally. Like it's just
Personally, yeah.
just because like I'm a gamer and like I have a lot of games that I have not played, but I do plan on playing them at some point. It's just it just takes time, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's totally the right way to go.
Yeah, fire.
Into the fire!
Reminds me of Halo. This guy's like, follow me, and then the explosion happens and he dies.
Maybe this fire will cure my
He's like, just follow me, Chief. I'll lead you to where you need to go. He blows up and dies. Halo was
Only
actually
you can prevent Zeebs out.
Halo-
Oh, that's
was-
another game. You
Yeah.
guys know more about the Halo lore.
Ethan
and
doesn't
stuff.
know as much as me.
Oh, well then you...
I have hardly played a Halo game.
Okay, so how we are with Metroid, David is with Halo.
Yeah, Halo.
Oh, and William.
Halo was my
Huge
Metroid
Halo
Prime
nut.
back then. That's
Okay.
what it was. Because like, that
Halo,
was the alien. Like, we didn't have Sean didn't have a Nintendo console, so we had Halo, which was the equivalent. Because like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had heard about Metroid, and then we heard about Halo, and they're like, oh, it's a space game,
Oh,
you know. And it's
yeah.
basically kind of like that. You know, you get aliens, you fight enemies. and
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. Now this game is very more like puzzle-esque, boss-esque, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Halo
Yeah.
is more like you have a level and you go and then I like this one a little better because how it's laid out, like open world-esque, so it's not like it's not like chapters or anything.
That's always what I appreciated about the Prime trilogy in general. Again, I haven't played 3, but 1 and 2. What I really
soon, boy. Get
Oh,
ready.
yeah. What I appreciate though is in 1 and 2 you have so much exploration. There's just so open world, just like get lost if you so choose to get
Yeah.
lost. I mean, even when they would give me the objectives growing up, I would still have times where I would get lost playing this game.
Oh, yeah.
They would show you that little marker that says "Go here next," but even then it'd like be figuring out how to get there.
Yeah, because if you open up the map, it's like a 3D like map, and you
Yeah,
have to see like
yeah. Oh, and which I really love, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fun
really
to
cool.
mess with the map in this game.
It's very similar to Splinter Cell. I don't know if you guys ever played that game.
I never
the older
did,
Splinter
but-
Cell games, not the newer ones.
I
The newer
never
ones are
did, but I
trash.
wanted to.
Alright.
We should totally play that for the channel too.
Dude,
I
I
sure.
like how the rain bounces off the arm cannon in this game. Like, they really paid attention
Oh, that's
to
really
detail.
cool. I never noticed that. And like how your visor gets like all like
Yeah, it gets
dropped.
rain on
Even
it,
Halo
too.
didn't do that until like Halo 2 or 3, I think. I don't remember. I don't even know if they did that.
The
in
rain
Halo 2 or
goes
3.
through you, it's acid.
It seems.
Halo was a great game, but like when it came to attention to detail, I think that they just like they did not put as much forth effort.
I
as
actually
Nintendo
heard
did.
that Halo 2 actually somehow managed to have less of a budget and worse graphics than 1. I don't know how. Like, William was the one that told me that. He was like, 2 look awful. Like, he loves 2. He loves the game. It just looks awful.
It didn't necessarily look worse to me. It's just like they just didn't change much, is what it felt like, you know.
So it felt
When he means it looks terrible, I think that when
Well,
people
the
think,
first one kind of looked bad too.
Well, what I'm getting at is like when you think of sequel, you think of updated graphics, updated this, and then
Yeah.
when you get
Oh,
something,
and then
that's
it
probably
was,
what he was
It
getting.
was
at.
sort of like bringing fans' expectations.
Yeah, and it was just
Yeah.
like it doesn't look as good as like it should be for a sequel, you know.
I see.
Because like it didn't look worse than the first game, honestly.
Well, that's kind of like what 2 is with Metroid Prime. Like,
Oh,
Metroid
really?
Prime 1 and 2 almost look exactly the same. Like there's
Well,
not
actually, I
a
think
lot
Prime
that's
2
different.
looks a little worse than this game does.
Yeah,
Be- because
yeah,
the
I have
suit
to
looks
agree.
blockier in that
It
game,
does
but
look
in this
blockier.
game it looks really smooth.
Well, I wonder if also that's just the HD. Because
don't
if
know.
we play the HD
Well,
too,
I remember playing the shit out of this game when I was a kid. Like
Hmm.
the suit always looked like that. It was always pretty smooth.
Well, you get the balls at some point. The balls. When you get the balls,
The shoulder
on
pads.
the shoulder pads,
Yeah.
the shoulder balls, the
shoulder
shoulder
balls.
testicles.
yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like the story.
But yeah, see, I've always I always
I
wanted
like
to play
the
this.
traditional suit better than the other end suit. that's for
Something
sure.
I wish I actually had done
Yeah.
growing up
I
was
said I was gonna
more of
read all the
lore.
fucking lore, but I don't think anyone
Dude, well,
really
that's
gives a
actually
shit.
no. That's something I started doing recently. I started playing through this like a month ago or so, and I started reading the lore. I never did that growing up.
Yeah, I never did either. But
I would
it's
just
actually
skip
really
it.
interesting,
I,
but
I-
like
I know.
I don't know if anyone's gonna like really pay
It-
attention to that while we're doing this.
The
but-
Chozo reference Samus so many times in the lore.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they'll say the child, or like the child of light, or the child of like
Samus was
Yeah.
the chosen one. Yeah, the chosen child to stop the poison. And
Yep.
the poison is the Phazon.
Yep.
You're talking about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Phazon.
I remember
That's
when I was a
crazy.
kid, I first thought that was it's the toxic water. In this
I never
area.
knew. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and I was
just
like, oh wait, it's fucking Phazon.
so
That's
weird.
what it's always been.
You guys are like talking. I had no idea.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure a lot of
No,
other
it's
people
cool.
have no idea what we're talking about either, but you'll know what we're talking about
Oh,
once,
yeah.
once we beat this game. I mean,
Did you,
assuming everybody wants to keep seeing this
You
game.
beat
If they
this
don't,
one.
then that's that.
Huh?
You beat this, didn't you?
No, I never.
Oh, you never did?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I've always liked about this game? It's like
Yep.
how it's like it's very pronounced as like a game where it doesn't have dialogue. You know, you have to read shit. Actually.
Oh,
it's very
absolutely.
quiet.
It-
It's very in its own space.
It is a
you know?
game that you just pick up, and then from the get-go, you're basically plowing through it. You're
Yeah,
grinding
and you
through
actually
it.
feel like you are alone on a desolate area with
I know.
monsters,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Dude, Prime
That's how
2 even...
Metroid is, man.
Prime 2 has that feeling even more.
Oh, I played.
Like with
I
the
played
Dark
more Prime
World.
2 than I have Prime 1, honestly, because I had Prime 2 before. one,
Something
and I played
you
it a
will
little bit.
like about this game, though, if... did you ever make it to Phazon Mines?
No, never.
Dude, if
Phazon Mines.
you have to play through this again and get to Phazon Mines. It was the scariest thing as like a middle schooler.
Oh,
growing up.
dude, Phazon Mine
Dude.
scared the fuck
I
out
know.
of me.
Yeah, like
the Omega
especially
Pirate, especially.
dude. Oh, I was
could
just
not do
thinking
that
of the
boss
Omega
fight.
Pirate.
I could not do that boss fight as a kid.
I was terrified.
I did it once, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing this again.
I'm pretty sure I had a dream about him the next.
Oh man, that thing gave me fucking nightmares.
I know,
because he just came at
And the
you.
thing is, you know it's coming because you'll be scanning shit and it'll be talking about how something big is in the mine.
Yeah.
Like being created. Something big is being kept in a tank and it's like, oh. what?
Yep.
You remember the Elite Pirates too, right?
The elite pirates aren't that bad.
No, they're not bad. But when I
remember-
first saw
remember
them,
when I first saw them, I was scared.
I know, when I first saw them, I was like,
them-
shit, that's pretty scary. But then you see the Omega Pirate, that puts it to shame.
Yeah, and then you're just like, okay, the elite pirates aren't that bad.
Yeah. Oh, but I hated that whole area down there because once you get that deep into it, the Metroids are everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
and they're fucking going for
And
you.
what I
they break
hate-
out of their tanks.
What
at
I hate
that
about
point.
the trilogy version is once you beat fucking the Omega Pirate, they put in fucking fission Metroids in that area.
What?
You know what fission Metroids are?
Oh yeah. But
Those
didn't they
things
do
are
that in
annoying
a?
as
So they
shit.
didn't do that in the GameCube one, GameCube version. Because I thought they did that in that too.
Yeah, they're the enemy or the Metroids you face at the end of this game when you go to the Impact Crater.
Yeah. I know the
Yeah,
ones
you
you're
have to use a
talking
certain
about,
beam to kill them.
but I thought that they were still replaced even in the GameCube version, like down in Phase on Mines. Because I do remember finding quite a few of them, like after fighting the Omega Pirate.
No, they just put regular Metroids in the GameCube version. Like, I'll prove it to you.
So
'cause
it
we're
stays.
gonna do.
Okay.
All right, after this boss, it will be the end of the episode.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone far enough after
We've-
this.
About
we've
20,
gone-
24 minutes?
Oh dang!
25. Yeah, it
Yeah,
went
we
by.
we
dude.
probably would have been
I
able to
know.
go faster if I didn't.
I love how this kind of turned
Ringing,
more
scanning, and
into
shit.
this video is much different than some of the others because this turned into more of like a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
A podcast type like experience.
Conversation, yeah.
That's actually really funny.
getting hit. Alright,
I wasn't expecting it. I just started nerding out.
We both did.
Yeah. Well, all of us did. We started talking about Borderlands
Oh man.
and
Lens
Halo.
is the shite though.
Borderlands, Halo.
Yeah,
I
I know.
I like the first-person shooter genre. It's just like, how unique can you get with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Metroid for me that's the most unique first-person shooter
Oh,
I have
yeah.
ever seen. And if you want to dabble into Metroid Other M, that was pretty unique too, because you have to, in order to like use the the blaster first person in that game, you point the Wiimote, like you use it sideways to play normally in third person, and then you use the Wiimote to point, and then it goes first person. I thought that was really cool how they did that.
I
The
will
only
say.
problem with that is that they didn't figure out a way to put missiles in.
Yeah.
Using fucking third person mode. You can only do missiles in.
Well, no,
first
I'm just saying I like the idea behind that. Like that's brilliant, you know?
That was a brilliant
fun
idea.
ways to put first person into a game, regardless of how it, like Metroid Prime in and of itself is just first person, but it's fantastic because it's basically you're playing a Metroid game except in the first person view in 3D, which is awesome, you know. And
that was a quick
Halo
boss
was like
fight.
that too.
I will say
It's like-
though that I do suck at a lot of first-person games because this game kind of gave me a handicap growing up, being able to lock on.
Yeah,
to
I'll be honest with
You
you.
know?
After playing Borderlands, this
It's-
game's so easy.
It is so easy.
It's so
easy. It's like there is absolutely no skill
Yeah.
with having to aim or anything. You just walk on. It feels
And then
like
I
I
just
was
tear
so.
up.
It feels like I was so spoiled
I'm
and
gonna
so
go collect what's
privileged
in here.
growing up playing this.
And I'm gonna go back to a save room, and then that's gonna be the
sweet.
episode.
But yeah, like I
hey,
really,
look at that. That's I wonder what that's for. I wonder.
but you know, I think it,
Also new
I
enemy.
just like it.
It's amazing. This
I
franchise.
mean, even the lore of itself,
I will
you know, is
always,
great.
I will always rave about this franchise.
And I do agree with you guys. Like, it's very underrated, just because
It
like,
is.
Because
this should have gotten
they,
a lot
They
more.
focused more on Zelda because that was a bigger title, and like more people enjoyed Zelda than they did Metroid, and had a bigger fan base, and that's why they didn't focus on Metroid as much. But now, in the recent years, they've noticed it's like maybe we should bring it back, like bring back what made us great, you know? Because Nintendo was great because they actually cared about their franchises.
Yeah.
Another one
and-
would
and
be
instead of like just focusing on one, and it's like, what happened to this one?
Yeah. Another one would kind of be
shit.
F-Zero. That's a franchise people want back so bad. Like I personally, I never played it, and I'm not really into it all that much. But I mean,
I'd be
Really,
willing to try it out. Like,
it's
there
probably
were-
got
they're
a less
releasing
fan
new
base
one.
than this.
There
game.
was a GameCube one that I played that was pretty okay, but that's the last F-Zero game I remember.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if
People have
they really...
been begging for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, same thing with Star Fox. It's just those like
Oh,
F-Zero.
yeah.
Well, Star Fox Zero was on the Wii U.
They could still do so much with Star Fox.
Yeah.
Too.
They could. Well,
They need to make a Star Fox where you get out of the ship and fight as Fox.
You do.
You do that in 2 of the games.
Adventures.
I've never
And
seen
Assault.
that.
Adventures and Assault.
Oh!
I've never seen
I
that.
really want to play Star Fox Adventures for the channel.
I don't have it.
I will
Assault.
buy it. I will get it.
I have
will,
Assault.
I will personally.
Assault's really good. I got that. I was debating which one to get, and
But now
it's just
Adventures
hard.
is my personal favorite.
Yeah, well, Assault looked better, so in my mind as a kid, I was
Star
like,
Fox
this is great,
Adventures
you know?
is essentially like a Zelda game, but
shit.
with Fox.
Alright, and
It's
you come back from that
crazy.
boss
It is-
fight.
It's pretty fun. I will say there's
You
parts
come
of it
back
that
from
are
that boss
underdeveloped.
fight, fucking shoot
Like,
that.
Basically, you
Otherwise,
get halfway
a fuck
into
ton
the
of world
game.
wasps are gonna spawn.
There's a
and
lot
they're
of
gonna-
talking going
Yeah.
on. I can't
Yeah.
focus on both of them. Sorry.
But anyway, you get halfway into the game, and then once you start discovering these new areas of the planet, it feels like that other half of Star Fox Adventures is underdeveloped. Like they didn't put a whole lot of detail into the last half of the game in the areas. Yeah,
Alright.
you just
Probably had a limited budget.
We are running
Oh,
on 30
it's
minutes,
scheduled
guys.
Oh, we're good, man.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Well, guys. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess we'll stop right here because I
Yeah.
already saved anyway. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching. If you want to see more, leave a comment or a like, and we'll give you more.
Thanks for watching our Otaku Game Force Playthrough Plus podcast.
Yeah.
That's basically what it turned into.
It's like you let out your inner soul. You just showed up like that.